The weather's getting a little worse. I mean, this morning when I left, the ground was white. See the roads here, there's a little bit of white on them. Got to Grand Rapids, and if you've ever drove through Grand Rapids, you know that there's a set of S-curves on 131, and I didn't feel like taking them once this morning. I felt like taking them twice because I went down and picked the Roto-tiller up, got back in the truck, was heading north, coming out of the north side of them, and Grandpa called me and goes, "Hey, did you pick up that cutting edge for the bucket?" And well, no. Why would I pick that up? You know, didn't know anything about it. I knew he said he was going to call and ask about a price, but that was as far as I heard. So yeah, anyways, got to the north side, turned around, headed back south. You know, there's trip number 3, and you got to come back through, you know, so figured I just practiced pulling a trailer through there or something. I don't know. But anyways, we're just about back to the farm now, and the roads down there are a lot better. That part's nice, but yeah, so we're, I don't know, a mile from the farm here, and we'll just pull in there. We gotta load up the skid steer, and we're gonna take that up this morning, but we gotta get it fueled up and, you know, greased, and just a few small things just to make sure everything's gonna run good. Make sure the Roto-tiller works, I guess. Unload this cutting edge. All those the frivolous things that wrap up a bunch of time, but we'll get those done, and then we're gonna go see how this thing works. Hope I didn't waste a trip down there and back, and then down there and back. So we got this Roto-tiller going. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Got a little bit of a trailer issue getting up here, but yeah, so it's just got some swinging blades on it. You can see they rotate and flop. That thing just sits there and heats up. We're probably more or less a third of the way done with this already. I've been up here an hour. It's 11 acres total, not a full 11 when we were we haven't pulled all the trees out, but yeah, this thing is doing a lot better job than I thought it would. All we have to do now is go back through and probably pick up some of the bigger sticks. With this being hydraulic drive, it works out great because when it sucks the wood up inside of it, it'll lock up, and then you can just pick up, shut your head off, and then reverse it, and it pukes it right out the bottom. It works great because a PTO one, you just shear pin off, or you'd be tearing stuff up. This one, it just deadheads the hydraulics and goes. Not that that's probably the best thing, but it works out well. It's kind of a slow process, but you know, that's how it goes. And it took 4 days to pick up all the trees, and I'm a third of the way through it. So every row of trees, you basically just go down one way and back up the other side, 2 widths. And it works up really nice. I'll show you when I get out there and start looking at it, but I'm happy with it. So we're just gonna keep cruising along and see where we end up. I mean, we're gonna, yeah, I've put an hour on the skid steer now, so. All right, so as you can see, it takes a while. I mean, that was 30 minutes for that 1 minute clip, but we're getting there. I mean, I only got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows I think left up there on the top of the hill to do, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here to the bottom of the hill to the west, and so we're not quite half done. So it's, I don't know, these bigger sticks here kind of cause an issue, but these ones are a lot more dead. It's really the stump part of this, the cherry trees that are the issue. The stump part of the cherry tree is the problem, and it's, when I say a problem, it's only slowing me down from just going straight forward. It'll chew through it if I hit it right. Some of them, if they just get caught in the blade wrong, just dump them off to the side. Works out perfect. So problem, yes. Is it really? No. But all the sticks and dead limbs, those things just disintegrate. All right, so you can see, I mean, if you've ever rototilled a garden, it's basically the same thing. I mean, it's kind of mixing in some of this stuff. That's a bigger chunk, but we'll throw that off to the side there. But yeah, I mean, for a seed bed, it's nice. I'd run a cultipacker across it. That's what we're gonna do actually after this. We're gonna throw some grass seed down and then pull a cultipacker across it and just work it smooth. So I mean, there's probably gonna be, it's not perfect, but neither's the rest of it. So it'll be a lot better shape than what it was, and a lot more usable. I mean, you can see they're gonna use it as a campground or something like that. I don't know, but we'll get it in better shape. So I mean, you can see this is what it, you get potholes like this that you're gonna have to fill in, but we got some other dirt we can bring in here and fill those, or just kind of move some around. The nice thing about this is, if you've ever moved topsoil with grass in it with just a skid steer bucket, you get frustrated really easy. Balls up, can't grade it out because of root wads. So this destroys it. There is no root wads. So fixing potholes like that, unevenness, will be a lot easier now that it's all ate up. So there's another pro. The other thought we had was pulling a disc across this, and I've disced up sod fields before with a 24-foot disc, and we were talking about using a 10-foot. Well, if you know anything about that, the weight difference is going to be your problem. A 24-foot still has a hard time getting in the ground compared to a 10-foot that is a quarter of the weight, if not less than that. So that's where your issue lies, but we're getting that taken care of with the rototiller. And the other issue is trying to get logs like that to go through a disc. It just hops and jumps and does all this other stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're gonna keep going. This thing needs a bath beyond belief. I mean, you can see we got dirt wedged up everywhere, but with the winter we've had, I mean, you guys can just see the mud hanging off of this thing. This side's even worse. It seems like that drive wheel, I mean, it's just packed in there. We can knock clumps off. I mean, it's only hanging out, what is that, 3 inches, 4 inches? So yeah, if that tells you how the winter's gone, because we haven't had a frost. The pastures for the cows are annihilated. We're gonna have a lot of pasture work this summer. So all right, I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll check in a couple hours or so. All right, so we're calling it quits for the day. That thing works awesome. Happy with it. There's probably a couple spots where we kind of got to second pass it just to knock it down a little bit better. Some of the rougher spots, you know, that's just how things go. So we're gonna get unhooked, do this thing up here tonight, get this all unhooked. All right, so we just finished up roto-tilling out here. We got all the rows done for now, and we're gonna go push up some wood chips because we spread wood chips throughout this area, and every year they break down. We're gonna get them cleaned up before they turn into a rotten mess, because usually how it all works out is that we clean them up after they've already deteriorated and make a mess. All right, so we're over here pushing up these wood chips now. I mean, you can see it kind of goes all the way back to those trees and a line across the field here, probably 200-300 feet that way. It's all just wood chips. And the festival here that planted some grass and didn't grow quite fast enough, so we're cleaning it up, but we just go to town and start pushing them up. All right, so we're a little bit farther into this now. We got all of that area where we started cleaned up in here, the in front of it. We got a little leg sticking in here that we're cleaning up right now, and then we just got up in through there, and we got quite a mountain of wood chips pushed up here. I mean, they're only, well, in this spot they're 4 to 6 inches thick, but they're just an inch or two thick. Enough that the grass was starting to grow up through it, so I'm trying to save that